It's been a while. I haven't been posting a lot to YouTube for various reasons. I don't think we'll get into that right now, but it's nothing big. But I have something I need to tell you. I think many of you know I've been building an organ, and I am getting close to finishing it off. I think the last time a lot of you all saw it, it had all the stock pulls. I've taken them off right now because I'm changing things around. One of the fields I used this summer for the sheep. I had a fence all the way up. I was using this portable green fence and had them out here, and they cleared it up pretty good. But now this field is going to be turned into an official field. It's getting a fence, an irrigation system, all kinds of stuff, and I don't have to build it. Someone else is doing it. So that's one less thing that I have to do, but it's quite exciting. Like I said, things are changing. I think the last time I posted a video outside of the one that I did where I was changing the light bulb in the church. For you all that don't know about that, we have a light bulb, a couple of light bulbs that are about 30 feet up in the air, and we can't get a scissor lift into the church. You have to put scaffolding up. So I devised a device to change those light bulbs. But outside of that, I really haven't been posting that many videos. And the only reason why was first because of AI. The AI content is basically taking over everyone's feeds, and I get it. It's more engaging. There's Maddie hanging out over there. But the AI stuff is more engaging. I mean, I see that. I mean, because you can create anything. I mean, so we're in the greenhouse now, and I really haven't done that many videos because I didn't want to flood my channel with just greenhouse stuff, because that's what I did most of the summer. I did do some weaving, and we'll be getting back into that. But as you can see, the greenhouse is pretty much closed down. It was a very successful year. Unbelievable. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done. I've got wires over there that need to be buried. I did put an automation system in here. I did not do a video on that. And it basically did all the watering, irrigating, turned the fans on and off. I'm gonna leave this fan. Put this fan in here just to keep things cool, because it was getting pretty hot in here. But it worked. Cosmos is hanging in. I'm amazed. I figured with the temperatures being 25 degrees, this would have died off. So yeah, very successful year in the greenhouse. But as I alluded to earlier, I have something a little bit more important that should be addressed. Got the shearing all finished. Maddie is greeting us now. Hey! There's Chewy hanging out beside Maddie. Yeah, I'm not sure where's the rest of the sheep at right now, but anyway, I got them all sheared up. I'm getting pretty good at it now. I think it took me 3 days to do them. I think I could have finished it in 2, but I was kind of, it started raining, and that kind of got me all messed up. Hey, Maddie. At some point, we're going to move the sheep into the bigger field behind me. Yeah, I know. I'm going to move you. Here they all come now. It's always funny when you shear them. You wonder if they're actually going to like you afterwards. I know some of them really do not like being sheared. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that there's something I need to talk to you about. Well, it has to do with this spot right here. Funny enough, when I first came to Monastery of Christ in the Desert, this was kind of where I first started my journey here. It's this building, but specifically that little shed there. That was the first major project that I built, and as you can see, it is still here. It's still serving the purpose of why it was built, though the roof, well, actually, when I say that, the roof is still here. So yeah, this is the first thing that I built when I got here. If I can remember, I'll throw in some pictures of me working on this, and I'm really surprised I shouldn't be. I mean, this is doing really good. It's just a woodshed. That's all it is. It was a fun little project. I think I did pretty good on it. But what's really happening is over here. And again, if I can remember, I will put a picture in here. This is my future home. It is a hermitage. Mainly the spot that I'm walking in right now. You can see there's a rope or a string there. There's the corner, the other corner, the back corner. I'll just walk you through here real quick, just to explain what's going in. And I'm going to walk through what will be the front door. And as you can see, that front door is right at a cliff on the edge of the Chama River here. But this ledge will be a porch. I'm not sure how big the porch will be. I haven't, I did draw out a bunch of stuff. I didn't plan for it to be a big porch, but this is where it will be. Right in this area. You know, slightly go over the edge there. There should be some type of wall closing off this section, and people that are coming to visit will come down this way as opposed to over there. But we walk inside and turn, there'll be a kind of a cast iron fireplace in this corner here. A door that's in my office right now will lead into here, and this will be my workshop. So my office that I'm in now will end up being in here. St. Joseph is going to stay here. I'm probably going to put him into the chapel. I will have to do some painting, a little bit of painting done on him. But yes, he's going to stay here and go into the chapel. And speaking of the chapel, won't talk too much about this room. As things happen, I will update you as much as I can. But I got a lot of work going on in the monastery too. So, fireplace is in this corner here. There'll be a window here, I might put a desk here. I should be able to fit in a desk here, but I do have more room behind me. The space is 17 by 35. Along this area will be my bed, somewhere right in here, and then we turn, and the chapel will be in here. So I'm actually walking in the door of the chapel, and then we turn, and then that's what I'll see. I need to clean some of these up. We're not going to get rid of a lot of these trees, but I do want to clean this up a little bit, not by much. I do like the way it is. And when the river's really high, it's a very beautiful area. This is great. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. If you haven't figured it out, yes, I am a hermit now. I don't know if I want to tell the whole story right now, but the short story of it is that I wanted to do this many years later, probably 15 years later when I'm older. But I guess word kind of got out, and I was asked if I wanted to do it now, and I said no, let's wait until next year. And they said, hey, okay, well, we'll think about it a couple more weeks, and came back and asked me again, and I was like, okay, let's do this. And they already had the spot picked out. However, nothing was designed, so I really didn't want to design the place and all that. I actually wanted to just get a tent or a yurt and set it up. It would have been much cheaper. I really like the aesthetics of a yurt. It's pretty cool. So I'm now, after a couple design tries, I have decided to kind of make it like if it were a yurt. If this works, I can kind of show you what the outside looks like as I walk up here. Granted, this outside picture was taken when the leaves are still on the trees, and the trees were still there. We had to get rid of some of the trees because they were hanging out right over the top of the building, and we were afraid the wind would just knock it down. So let's try this here. I'm going to back up right about there, maybe. Anyway, so there you go. I'm doing all the design work on it, and someone's already, we got the guys coming in and building. I think the most amazing part is that, well, first, I didn't grow up doing all this stuff. I didn't know about this irrigation, electronics, believe it or not. That's a new and recent thing. I had no idea how to piece those things together. I'm still learning 3D design. All that came because of my calling to the monastery. I didn't get to use that stuff at St. Bernard, my previous monastery. In fact, it's kind of funny, when I made the decision to come to, well, before even I knew about Christ in the Desert. I knew about Christ in the Desert. I've met the abbot many years before coming out here to visit, but I didn't think I would really like being in a monastery that is this cloistered. So I chose to just stay at St. Bernard. And when I did make that decision to go look for a place, an abbot there told me, well, what are you going to do? Contemplate on your belly button? Well, at the time I just I didn't pay any attention to that comment, but over the years, which has been well over 10 years now, I've had time to think about it a lot more. And what do I have to say about that? Well, how about this?